everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading, a weekly prediction reading for you. I'm going to cover the predictions for the 12 zodiac signs, and we'll see what is coming, what you need to know for the next or for the upcoming week. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you're guided to hear these messages, you are watching this video. If you're interested in my readings, please share with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to be part of our live sessions. We have live readings where you can join and ask your questions in the live session and receive an answer right there. For members, we have priority, so make sure you check out the membership in my channel for private readings. You can check out the About tab. With that, let's start the reading. Let's see what are the messages for the 12 zodiac signs. I'll start with the collective energy reading, and then I'll start focusing on each zodiac signs. What do we need to know? What is coming? And what is the message for us in this week? Well, I definitely see that there is going to be a celebration, a beautiful celebration between a couple, between colleagues, between close friends. Absolutely, this is something that I'm seeing. You're gonna raise your glasses and have cheers to a success, to a it could be also recovery and health of someone. Someone could be recovering from a hardship, from a disease, from an illness, from a, again, financial hardship. There is definitely something that you raise your glasses for that and you have cheers. There are gonna be strong energies coming from the other side. I see that you might have downloads. You might have some things in your life, some patterns or some effects, or something happened in your life that you are like, this came out of nowhere. This is a direct contribution of the universe, like something that you didn't plan, something that it was not known, it was not planned at all. You gave 0% for this to happen. So life changing things, completely changing decisions, changing weather, even fate of people, specifically in the politics we might hear in these 2 weeks specifically, because as you know, the energies are very vibrant right now, and I see that there might be very shocking energies around us. That is one of those times that the universe will influence our lives directly. Someone is departing. I see a female energy is departing. For some, it's that a female energy is living their life. Maybe they're leaving this planet, they're leaving this life. For some, it can be that they're leaving a stage, they're leaving some part of the life, they're entering another section, another chapter. I clearly see someone is entering an operation room. Maybe someone is going to have a very important surgery and they will recover, or they're going to have a baby, they're entering the surgery room, so they will have another step in their life. So a big chapter is going to be closed, a new chapter is going to be started. For a lot of people, they're not going to be the same people before. Like, they might be single, now they're married, they had no children, now they're a mother or a father. So life events are going to be changed for good, something that you cannot undo. And I see celebration right next to it, so it's a happy news. For some of you, it's a cleansing. You need to do some cleansing. You need to shower and get released from some parts of your life, some things that are not needed. I see a shadow here. Definitely, I see a shadow here. There's something in the dark waiting. It's not a bad thing, but I see that there are shadows. There are things that are in the shadow. There's a person in the shadow. For some of you, if you're thinking there might be a third person in your life, I would say that someone, a woman, a female energy is in the shadow. I see two mountains getting closer. So the way I can interpret that is that there are two very strong people, very strong countries. They're getting closer to each other. They're feeling more friendly. Maybe even two enemies are coming closer. They're trying to be united. And Yeah, absolutely. These are getting closer. Even it might be something that people will be shocked, to enemies, to people with objections, with different views. And I see R and P, Republic. That's what I see. These countries might come together. Or it can be people, it can be energies that they are coming closer to each other, and it's going to be a shock and surprise for people to hear that. They always thought that these are two like on people or energies that are not on the same page. They could have been enemies, but now we'll see that they're coming closer. It can be in the secret, or we will hear about it. So but as I said, there might be different news that's going to be shocking for the public. Let's see what's the message for Aries, sun, moon, and rising. What do we need to know for Aries? What is the message that Aries should know with this reading? What do we need to tell our Aries sun, moon, or rising? Let's take a look. Well, I see a sleeping baby. Things are going calm. If you had a baby that they had problems sleeping, or they were giving you a hard time sleeping, I see that things are going to be better. Your baby is going to sleep better. And it could be also yourself. If you're female energy, I see you will get to sleep a little bit better. Not everyone is going to mean the same thing. For some, it's like that. Something that you have been very worried about is going to be put into rest. You're going to be calm. Your mind is going to be calm about a situation that was worrisome for you. Some of you might buy some kind of, I don't know, something for sleeping, like a bed sheet, a bed, a mattress, a better pillow, something that helps you sleep comfortable. And absolutely, I see that this is something that's going to happen. For some of you, I see you're raising your hands. You're very happy, Aries, about something that's you wanted for a long time. It can be a good news from your father. It can be a good news from a Cancer sign. Try to be careful when you're driving, if you're on the road, if your father is on the road. And I see there is a victory for someone that you're supporting. If I see victory that is announced, you might be also dreaming about some kind of victory, and their energy is telling me that you can I don't know why I wanted to say personalize. You can manifest that dream and really have it in the real world. You can own it. Someone is really attached to you. It can be a pet, it can be a friend, it can be a child. Or if you have a child, maybe they are very much attached to their pet, or they're very attached to their to a doll or to a toy. Let them stay in that. Don't take it away from them. Let them enjoy this bonding, because I feel like this bonding is necessary. And specifically for a child, I see that they might sleep better with this new thing that they have. I don't know why I see a toy, like a sheep toy, or maybe a dog. There is something that brings comfort to you, which is nice comfort being provided to you, or your family, or your children, or even in general your mind, which is actually very nice. For Taurus, let's see, what do we need to know for Taurus? What is the message for Taurus, sun, moon, and rising? You're trying to read something from the far. You're trying to make a judgment. You're trying to make a decision from the least information you have. There's not much information that you have, but you're still trying to guess. The energy is telling me that don't try to guess. It's not, if you don't have a lot of evidence, if you don't have a lot of anything in your hand solid, try not to make a conclusion. You're trying your best. There is some thoughts, or there are some discussions that you've heard, and maybe someone is trying to change your mind. The energy is telling me that don't keep your base of judgment on this hearsays, people said, this person said, or maybe there was a conflict with two other people, two different people, and you are making a judgment on that. I don't know, I see that your interference in this situation is unnecessary. It's not needed. Like if your siblings have a fight, if your parents have a fight, you might want to choose not to speak to one of them. You're trying to find who's guilty. For some reason, the reading is telling me that it's not your space, it's not your decision. You don't have all the evidence. It can be also at your work, maybe with your neighbors, at your job. It could be anything. that you need to be very vigilant. You need to start being very careful about your judgment. Someone might come and ask for your decision, for your opinion. If you don't have enough to make a decision or have a judgment, please don't make a judgment, because I see that this will want to leave you alone for a long time. For some of you, I see ants around you. I don't know, it can be some waste energies around you, or maybe there are ants in your home somewhere you don't know. There's a problem that hasn't started yet. It hasn't manifested yet as a big problem, but it's absolutely there, and you need to find a solution. You need to find a peaceful solution. So try to think about it, somehow plan a peaceful solution for a problem you might have or you already have. For Gemini, sun, moon, or rising, wow, Gemini, there is a being in front of you, looking in your eyes, asking you, what do you want, my dear? It's a time for you that your wish can come true. Your wish fulfillment can definitely come true. There's something you have been wanting for a long time, and this can come. It can be money. I see a bag of money. I see a bag of coins, a bag of gold coins. If you wished for a money raise, something that you're belonging, some kind of materialist like wish that you had, it is coming, but be careful, because I see a snake around it. So a little bit cautious. Maybe there is a warning for you as well. If there's something that's too good to be true, if there's something that's too promising, someone is asking you or promising you something which is really, I don't know, too good to be true, be careful, be vigilant, and don't be foolish with your decisions. I also see that someone, if they want to grab an opportunity from you, have your money, maybe someone comes and asks for help and give you a proposal, a very nice investment, be very tough to borrow money at this point. Don't borrow people money, don't lend people money, don't make big transactions on basis of people talking to you or giving you promises. Promises could be fake. They might be like a bird. They come, talk to you, give you beautiful promises, and then they fly away and they disappear. And they could have taken your money. So make sure you secure your money. For some of you, make sure you have your money in your control. You have to be very, very strategic and political, Gemini. Don't, sorry to say this, but don't be foolish. Don't say that they fooled me, someone tricked me. It's very, very possible that someone can trick you, and this person can be someone that you don't know well, but they can present themselves in a very nice fashion. They can be like a lifesaver person. They can come as a person who talks very beautifully. They give beautiful promises. It could be about romance, but don't be fooled. For Cancer, there might be good news about an Aquarius. Aquarius can give you a very nice relief. They tell you something that, or they bring a message, they bring something that you definitely, there is the split, or maybe you had a fight or you had some hardship with an Aquarius. They bring you, like it's time for you to, both of you come together. Also, I see that by Aquarius season, which is not too far away, you might receive a very, very good energy. You might receive a very good decision, a good news that makes you very, very happy. I do see that you're hugging an Aquarius person. This can be your love, your partner, that they can be an Aquarius. If you had hardship with some people who are Aquarius, this will be resolved. And I also see that by Aquarius season, you will receive a beautiful victory that warms your heart. You'll be very happy. Those broken parts, those broken pieces, those worrisomes, those anxieties, not being sure, things that was making you a little bit put you on ease, is going to be ended, and that's actually really nice. You might have tea or coffee with someone. Take some time to talk to your friends. Try to make new friends. Try to see people. If you're traveling to different countries, don't try to travel by train. I see some issues with the road travel. Like if you're going on a road trip, make sure everything is okay. Maybe it's not the best time for you to drive or take a train. I see that things are broken. There might be someone that you want to see, and there's no chance right now, like the blockage is there to go and see. Like I see the roads are closed, but not really in the real world that the roads are closed, but the energies are closed. This is not the time for you. This is not the right time to go and see this person. But as I said, by the time, by the season of Aquarius, things are going to change dramatically in a beautiful way for you. We also know that very soon Pluto is entering Aquarius for the rest of the 20 years, for the rest of our lives. And this Aquarius season is going to bring beautiful beginnings for you. You might become a different person. You might have some victorious experiences, and you might see new important people. You might find new people. You might take new roles, and you might meet very important people or make different decisions. For Leo, what do we need to know for Leo at this point? Leo, I see for some of you, you have a lot of anxiety. You're working, you're doing your day-to-day job, your day-to-day work, but there's a worrisome, something worrisome is attached to you. I see your vibration has been a little bit low. Maybe you have been a little bit, you felt a little bit sick. If you have been sick, you had a cold, try to rest. I see that you have been maybe sick or you haven't been feeling very well, but you're still working, you're still doing your job, you're taking hard on yourself, and you think that I should be fine. But it's really time for you to take things a little bit easy and rest. I see a virus around you, or maybe some people around you might be shedding some virus, or they might be sick. So try to take some rest, try to stay home. If someone is sick around you, try to, I don't know, take your distance, or make sure that you're not very close to them. I see that, I mean, I'm not saying that everyone might be sick or they might get a virus. It can energetically mean that there is some kind of hazard around you, but not a big hazard. It's like a cold, it's like catching a flu. Some hazard is around you that you're not taking it seriously. You're like, no, it's not, nothing. But it's draining your energy, it's wasting your energy. Your vibration has been slower, it has been lower, it has been a little bit tired. Days are going a little bit different. So you need to pay attention to something that is really following you. I see like a mama, maybe mama bird, that the little baby bird is following them, but the mama bird is not looking back to them. Something is following you. They have all their hopes and dreams in you, but you're following something else. If you're in a relationship, maybe you have been neglecting someone who is loving you. Maybe you have been neglecting a lover. Maybe you have been neglecting your parents, someone who has true positive feelings for you. You have been neglecting them, and you have been just running your life, running around and trying to following things that are not priority. Leo, the message for you is to focus on the priorities. You are not following the priorities, and things are not gonna help you in the best way possible if you're just chasing things that are not priority. For Virgo, what should be the message for Virgo? Wow, Virgo, look at this splash of happiness. There's definitely something that you'll be thankful for. You will just throw a party, you will throw I don't know, something very happy. There might be a wedding that people might throw rice or flowers on the couple. If you want to get married, I definitely see that wedding is in your destiny. You will have a wedding, beautiful bride. Some of you might go, you might be invited to a wedding full of person who's very dear to your heart, and you will be celebrating. If you're a parent, absolutely, I see happiness for you about your children. It could be a wedding, or it could be something that warms up your heart. You'll be hearing something that you'll be very happy about it for your kids. It can be also some other thing rather than wedding, like something that you want to achieve, some work, some financial outcome that you're waiting for, and it is victory. Some of you want graduation, some of you want some other kind of accomplishment. You will get accomplished, you will get recognized. Very beautiful, Virgo. I have been very patient for that, but I absolutely see that someone is so proud of you. Someone is opening their arms and they're opening their heart, and I clearly see number 6 for you. I see union for you, unity, coming to what you want, hugging the opportunity you want, having what you want in your arms, belongs to you. It is yours. You own it, like, and it's deserved. You deserve it. And I don't know how to say it. It's a lot of ambition, something that you always wanted. They also wanted you. This is that time that everyone wants to experience, Virgo. This is something that we're all waiting for, hoping and praying for. One day we have whatever we want so dearly into our arms. And I see that for you, Virgo, and I leave it at that because it's such a fantastic energy, such a fantastic moment. Anyone who's a Virgo can want, you can want something different, and I see you will have it in your arms, Virgo. For Libra, what do we need to know for Libra? Libra, I can see that someone who I don't want to say they were threatening you, but they were saying harsh words, or they were a little bit aggressive, they were hard on you, they didn't mean it. They are just gonna pull back. Maybe you said something to them. Maybe there was someone that, I see a lion who just came back from a fight and now things are quiet. Someone that you needed to show them your teeth and tell them that they need to calm down and be quiet. You're winning. You're in a winning situation. You have the upper hand, and I see that you can calm the situation. I also see for some of you, you're exercising, you're practicing, you're maybe self-isolating, you're doing yoga, swimming, some solo exercises, practices that is very actually healthy and help you. You want to maybe distance yourself. Maybe you went on a solo trip, maybe you went on a solo day. For some of you, you might have a fast of speaking. You might refrain yourself from talking to some people. You might, again, as I said, keep yourself in isolation for a little bit because of the how can I say, because of the energies that you want to filter from other people. As you might be asked to help someone, you will help them as you can. Someone is actually coming to apologize. Accept their apology. Don't leave this person unforgiven. Even at least show them that you're okay with them. Again, it's your choice. I'm not pushing, and these readings are not telling you what to do. It's just guidance, and you can take it or leave it. But I want to say that it's better for them to give them how can I say, assurance, if you can, that the things are okay, specifically if they're younger, if they're a child, they're really worried about things that have been ruined between you. It can be your parents. Try to be considerate of their situation. Maybe this person needs money, maybe they need your forgiveness, they need something that you can provide, and it won't really harm you, it won't really affect you. So that would be good if you can be generous with this if possible. For my dear Scorpio, what is here for Scorpio that we need to know? I see some headaches for you, Scorpio. It has been a heavy Scorpio season. It might be a little bit heavy on you. You might have some mind clogs. I see Mars is in a Scorpio. Sorry, Venus is in a Scorpio. And it might have been a little bit confusing for you what exactly you want. Very soon, a lot of planets are going to come to your sign. And I see that it might be a little bit, brings a little bit of uncomfortable decision making for you. Try not to make decisions quickly. Try to consult with people. If you're not sure about something, again, make sure you discuss with other people. Try to listen better. Someone might call you and tell you that you forgot something somewhere. Go pick it up. Don't say, oh, I'll come later, or I'll come tomorrow, because you might lose it. Also, if it's an opportunity that someone calls you, you might be saying, okay, I'll call you back, or I'll call this person. You shouldn't postpone something very important. If it's about ownership, if something that you own, something that's yours, don't postpone it. Go and take it. Have your belongings with you as much as possible. Don't have them scattered, because you might forget what was the story, or they might forget, or you might go back and that thing is never there, is no more there. If there's a discount that you want to buy something at the discount, it might not be there after a while. So you need to take a decision. You need to make a decision and take an action, but don't be how can I say, don't rush it, but also don't lose the situation, because you might say, I'm so overwhelmed, I can't make a decision at this point. I'm so tired, my mind is like foggy, I can't make a decision. If you do that, then you will lose the opportunity. So at the same time that you shouldn't make a rushed decision, you also shouldn't miss the opportunity. So just make a balance. Ask for help from people who you trust and they can help you, and try to find a way to make the best decision possible. All I'm saying is that you cannot postpone that. because I can see that you will miss an opportunity. A lifetime opportunity might be missed if you don't take action in a timely manner. For Sagittarius, what do we need to know for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, there's some happy news for you, but this happy news brings some kind of sadness to another person. There might be something in the family, a competition between people who are close, maybe you and your friends, you and your very dear colleagues, you and your siblings, that you will win. I see the winning card is on your in your hand and on your side, but the other person is upset, and you might be a little bit upset for them being upset. You might be like, oh, like I won, but I really wish like they had something as well. So I see some kind of competition, healthy competition. You might I don't know, like it might also be a preference in from parents. Maybe your parents are preferring you, or somehow paying more attention to one of the children, or giving them some privileges, or maybe at the company, at the organization. But with this privilege that you receive, with this particular attention that you will receive, Sagittarius, you will lose some friends that are dear for you, but obviously they were not happy with your success, or they couldn't take it. It's a good time for you to know your enemies. I don't want to say enemies, but people who have different opinion. They don't have 100% a positive attitude towards you. This is a good time to know them, to recognize them. But I see happiness for you, and this is gonna be a long-lasting happiness. If there's financial gain, it's gonna be staying with you for a long time, and you're gonna be happy. But as I said, you will lose some friends with this winning card. For Capricorn, wow, Capricorn, I see a departure. Someone is coming back after a departure. Someone is coming back very victorious. Someone is coming back with their hands full. Someone is coming back maybe even pregnant. There is an opportunity for you to gain something that you didn't even think that you could gain, something that you are so happy. I see Halloween is going to be very fun for you. I see someone is dressed up as Napoleon, maybe your kids or yourself or your spouse, I don't know. Someone is dressing like Josephine and the lover of Napoleon. But I see that it's fun. It's full hands. I see people are sitting around a big round table. You will start engaging in some kind of friendly games, maybe serious games. I don't know, maybe it's a mysterious games. You might be interested in doing some mysterious activities, maybe writing a mysterious game, mysterious book, reading, writing, creating. Very creative energy for you. I absolutely see the country France for you. Maybe news from France. You might buy something made in France. You might meet someone from France, or you might somehow have something that's made in that country, have a beautiful date in a French restaurant. This is absolutely coming. You might go to, and I see arts, going to museums, going to the to a play, cinema, theater, all those things. Some of you might be traveling to Europe. Be careful about your belongings. For some of you, I see a lot of travels. You might be traveling in a short period of time to many different places, which is actually nice. I see an enjoyable time for you, but I also see a little bit of anger. With all these happy energies, someone is not happy. Either yourself, or you're not happy inside, or there's someone around you, very close to you, that's always nagging to you. And the sweetness and happiness that you're expecting, like enjoying and experiencing, they might put some bitterness on that. Like maybe your parents or your sibling or your spouse is saying, why do you spend so much money? Why do you? They're always nagging. Like maybe you're developing a game, you're writing a code, and they're always nagging you. Try to eliminate that nagging energy, because what you're doing is actually very good for you. For Aquarius, what do we need to know? Aquarius, your head is full of thoughts of someone. You are not yourself anymore. I don't know, for some of you, if you were thinking, if you have someone new in your life, that you felt in love with them, or something that you love, and you are totally how can I say, invested in this person, but there are a lot of questions that you have. You cannot make sure what you want to do. I see your head is full of thoughts, and very quickly you change your mind. Sometimes you want to drop the situation and just live your life. Sometimes you want to continue and see what is in the end. You're finding something mysterious. Something is not showing the full capacity to you. You are missing someone, specifically if you are female, someone, a male energy is missing you. If you are male, you are missing a female energy who you recently saw them, you were recently together, but there's a lot of doubts between you. There's a lot of problems that you don't know if you can solve, or it can be something you want to do, not necessarily a person. Maybe it's a situation, maybe it's a position, maybe it's a financial gain, it's a project, it's a work that you so much wanted. You're still far from it. You know you can have it, but sometimes that you lose your hope and ambition. Take some time, rest a little bit, have the dialogue. The energies are saying that don't close the door, don't close the dialogue. You can have this thing, you can make bridges. I see bridges are being made between you and your heart's wants, whatever your hearts want. You can make bridges. This thing is so big, so sweet, so nice, so great to be left alone. You cannot depart from this. You cannot take your hands off it. You cannot take your mind off it. So you better, instead of struggling what to do, you either you want it or you don't want it, find a way to make it yours. And with this, there's a beautiful life coming into you. Like you will have a change in your life, big position change, change your in the social status, the place you live. There's going to be big changes in the way you have been living. So keep the dream, Aquarius. Don't give up and move forward. You might buy a white car as well. For Pisces, what is the wow, Pisces. I see that your fingers are crossed for something. You have been praying so much. The good news is coming. The little baby is sitting, watching you. It hasn't been time yet, but it will come. The passenger is ready. The message is not ready. So you keep the praying that you're doing. I see beautiful lily flower, which is very, very nice. Try to enjoy your life at the moment. Try not to focus too much on things that you do not have, because by spring I see that very good changes in your life have been manifested, and I see your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. That's the universe is asking you. Don't lose hope, specifically if you're in a relationship with an Aquarius. I see they miss you. They're sending you hearts from the other side of the globe, or from the other side of the city, or maybe from the other sides. If you loved someone, they love you back. When you miss them, they miss you back. There's absolutely someone waiting for you, and they're not gonna go anywhere. There's gonna be reconciliation very soon. But what I'm saying is that keep your fingers crossed. Don't lose the hope. Don't lose your momentum. Keep going. Be very, and I know that the good news is coming. I would say in 3 months you will have a very good change in your life, and by spring it's definitely going to be manifested. It's worth it. If you're asking Pisces, is it worth it, the wait? Is it worth it, everything that I'm gonna go through it? Yes, it is worth it. So try to keep going, try to be strong, and keep your fingers crossed. Thanks everyone. With that, I'm gonna close the reading, and until the next time, stay blessed.